that stupid ram. Yeah, I got him about 4 years ago. And I knew this was going to be a problem because he was pushing all the other sheeps around. Yeah, but he was good though. He was strong. We needed someone really strong. Yeah, because it was good because he would carry the coyotes away and all the other sheep. They'd follow directions. Really good, really good. But recently he's a little bit crazy, and he just did. He just sort of like led everybody up to the fence. And they pushed right through the fence. He didn't do it himself though. I don't know. That guy's pretty smart. But that ram is pretty amazing. He is. But the problem is Tony's all riled up. Yeah, Tony's my neighbor, and all the sheepses, they went in, and then they started eating all of his new corn. Wow, he's really upset at me now. I don't know what I'm going to do. But see, Tony and I have been friends for a long time. We grew up in the same place. We was even born in the same country. Yeah, right here. And so yeah, I know he's going to feel better later, but he just needs to work on our relationship. But you know what? I was just thinking, it made me think about fences. Now, fences are good, and fences are bad. Some people says that fences makes good neighbors. Now, there's good fences and bad fences. Like, for example, the fence I had was a good fence. It kept that ram and the other sheeps out of Tony's field. But now, eventually, have a problem. So the fence is really just an idea. We put it up. Yeah, and we hopes that nobody gets through it. But see, here's a good example. Okay, here is a very famous fence. This is the oceans. That's a big fence. For a long time, America didn't have to worry about nothing. And then later on, someone found a way to cross the fence, and now, we're, even though the oceans and the mountains are pretty crazy fences, yeah, you can get past them. Now this is a fence around the city Xi'an. Xi'an means Western peace. Wow, that's pretty cool. I got to walk on there. That fence was walked on by Marco Polo. Wow, I even got to teach our guide how to play Marco Polo. Yeah, he didn't know how to play. It's not a common game in China. Oh, now this is a very, very famous fence. This is called the Brandenburg Gate. Now, the Brandenburg Gate was part of the whole wall, and this is how they controlled peoples from getting in the city. Yeah, because there was lots of peoples that were rabble-rousers, and they were causing problems, so they controlled what was going on. If the bad guys came, they could all go in the gates, and they go through Brandenburg and other gates. Wow. Well, now this is the Gate of Potsdam. There's lots of gates in Europe. Yeah. But see, the thing is, the cities got so big, it wasn't practical to put the gates up. Yeah, wow. Oh, now here's a famous gate. When I went to Spain, and I got to see the castles. This is a famous fence. Now, I know it's hard to call it a fence, but that's really what a wall is a fence that's either trying to keep people's in or keep people's out or whatever. Now, this is really cool. I went to Valencia in Spain, and the fence, most of it's still there. Yeah, but it's all decorative now. They don't use it as a fence, but it's a piece of history. Now, that's my wife's, and she's on top of the fence of Valencia above one of the gates. Wow, I got to go here, too. This is China. I got to go on the Great Wall. Yeah, my wife's there with me. The Great Wall was famous, and it was made to keep. Let me hold on a second. But John Green says it best. John Green's one of my favorite historians.
Hi, I'm John Green. This is Crash Course World History, and today we're going to discuss, wait for it, the Mongols.
I thought that was funny. Did you? I did. But hold on. Let's see the next one. Oh, here's a famous fence now, but it's recently famous. Ooh, this is around capitals. I just remember I went to the capitals and there wasn't a fence I had to worry about. Now, I can't tell you if this is a good fence or a bad fence because we have to go look at history in the end. But looking at Friday or Wednesday or whenever that happened, it might be a good fence for now. Now, I don't know if I want to stay there. But right now, it gives me a little security that maybe the peoples won't try to go in again. Whoa. Oh, here's me. I'm walking on an important fence. Now, on the other side of that fence are the big bombs. Yeah, I got to make sure that that's a good fence because it's making sure that the bad guys don't get the bombs. Wow. Oh. See this? I got to tell you a story. That's now, about 10 years ago, I had some rabble-rousing neighbors. And you know what they did? They had this dog. And it was mean. It chased everybody. And they put the dog on a tree. And the dog had just enough leash not to be able to get everybody on the concrete. Wow, that dog scared me time and time again. I was more scared for my chillins. Yeah, my grandchillins. But one day I was working up in the yard, and that dog did not like me working in my yard. So that dog, you know what it did? It came out and it attacked me, but not just tried to attack me, because it tore a hole in the fence. Now before it could get through the fence, of course, I hightailed it out of there. I was a little scared though. But you know what? There's a problem. I'd already talked to them about that dog, and they kept saying, "Oh, don't worry about it. He's just making a noise." I say, "He's making more than a noise. He's getting much more than a noise. Yeah, my grandchildren's in the backyard sometimes, and I want that dog around." And then I said, "Could you please do something about the dog?" They never did. Well, but that dog broke through that fence. I decided I'm going to do something about this. So I had to go over and plug the hole so that the dog wouldn't come in here. Well, I still lived with that dog until I moved out. And then when that family moved out, the dog moved with them. Yep. And the neighborhood was peaceful again. This next one's... Now here's me. I'm next to the Berlin Wall after it fell. Wow, that was crazy. Now, the Russians, they thought it was a good wall. And the East Germans thought it was a good wall, but we thought it was a bad wall. And we know that peoples were getting hurt trying to cross that. So, you'll have to decide for yourself. But I think that maybe that wall is a little bit extreme. Let me go to the next one. This is a question I have for you. For you people who went into Congress, what'd you expect to do when you got there? Well, just like chasing an old dog chasing a car. What you gonna do when you catch it? What, did you think that you were going to start a new country? Did you think that America was going to follow you? They would have caught on that you didn't really have a plan. The only plan you had was doing some rabble-rousing. And I knows you're upset. But, you sort of upset the rest of the country. And even now, 4 days later, everybody's a little bit, what's going to happen now? But I've got an idea. Yeah, this guy could have been the president. Yeah, no, not president. You could elect him to be in office. Yeah, but you should wait 4 years. You shouldn't try to put him in office now. All right. So if you want this man to lead you, well, then you just make sure that you if you want him to lead you, make sure that you vote for him in 4 years if he runs. Well, if he's able to run, I don't know, but it's very responsible. You know what the good thing about fences, though? Fences can be taken down, and all you have to do is just respect the person next to you. Now, of course, some fences have to be there because, old Tony, he said if my sheep's getting his field again, he's going to call the law because I'm responsible for that. Okay, so let's hope that this Washington fence gets taken down soon. Okay? And then hopes that we'll start working together, pulling on that rope together. Thank you. It's Marvin. Bye.